Hi everybody, it's Anita here. Today I'm going to make my cutout sugar cookies from Mo and Anita's restaurant. This is the actual recipe that I used in the restaurant that everybody loved. So here it is, and I wrote it down so I actually measured everything. We're going to start out with 2/3 of a cup of butter. You want to put all your fats in first. So this is 2/3 of a cup of butter, softened butter, room temperature, 2/3 of a cup of shortening or lard, but that is actually Crisco right there, shortening. Okay, we're going to beat that up, get it soft. Just for, oh, doesn't want to come on. There we go. This is a professional stand mixer, and if you go too fast, it actually has a safety feature that's going to turn off. Okay, beat that together really good. What happened to my mixer? There we go. Now, while that's going, we're going to add our eggs. This is 1 whole egg and 2 egg yolks. Always break them in a separate container so you can see how fresh they are. Okay, and there's nothing in them. Okay. Let that beat up. Okay, the next thing we're going to add is our sugars. This is, oh, how much sugar did I put in here? 1 cup of granulated sugar. This is actually the pure cane sugar, so it's got a little bit of caramelization, a little bit of brown sugar look to it, but it's actually cane sugar, so it's a little tan colored. Put that in. Okay, let it keep going. This is powdered sugar. Another one of our sugars we're going to add is powdered sugar. Okay, I want to grate a little bit of nutmeg in it. We're going to mix all of our dry ingredients together. So I'm going to say 1/8 of a teaspoon of fresh grated nutmeg. Keep going. This is a microplane zester. Oh, it smells so good. And the nutmeg is really important. You want to taste it very slightly. Okay, there's your nutmeg. This is a box of instant vanilla pudding. Put that in there. Should have used a sieve and kind of mix that together, but this will work. Okay. This is 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Mix those two together. A cup of cornstarch, a full cup of cornstarch. Mix that with it. We're going to put all of our dry ingredients together. Okay. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Give that a stir. Should have used a bigger bowl, but that's okay. I want to add our flavorings to the fats and the egg yolks and the granulated sugar that I have in here. So I have a tablespoon of vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of almond extract. Just dump them in, let that get mixed together. Okay. Make sure all your lumps are out, and then we're going to scrape down the bowl. Okay. Turn your mixer off. Scrape down your bowl. And then we're going to add our dry ingredients, and we're done. It's very fast and simple. Okay, let's go. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm making these for Faith tomorrow for her school for Valentine's Day. Okay. Now, Put a little bit of this flour in with your fats before you raise your bowl back up. You can do this by hand too if you want a workout. Okay, put a little bit of your dry in there. Start it again. And the great thing about this recipe, you can refrigerate it if you want, but you don't have to. I'm going to bake these right after I make it. And what we're looking for, this should have a consistency of fresh Play-Doh. Okay, slowly add this in. If you dump all this dry ingredients directly into this wet mixture, you'll have a effect. And turn your oven on 350 also, okay? Get it started. I've had my oven on since I started making these, so you want your oven to have heated, to be preheated for about, at least 15 minutes. Okay. Keep putting it in there. And don't turn your mixer on high, because you will get like a tornado. It's going to hit you right in the face. Go on. And the great thing about these cutouts, they're going to hold their shape. But some cutout cookies, they look great, but they don't taste great. These taste great. So I always say, no matter how pretty it is, it should taste twice as good as it looks. And these taste really, really great. Keep going. Well, we're almost there. Okay. Okay. It's coming together really well. Okay. I don't know if you can see it down in there. Let it completely mix until there's nothing dry on the bottom. Okay, and it looks just like, make sure it's all mixed together. Let me show you. It looks just like, and it feels like, when you know what it's like when you open a brand new can of Play-Doh as a kid, how exciting it was. I loved it. I loved the texture of it. This is exactly what this feels like and looks like. It looks just like a brand new can of Play-Doh. So that's the texture you're looking for. If it's too dry, add another little pat of butter. But this should work out perfect for you. See you in a bit. Okay, so now our cookie dough that looks and feels like Play-Doh is ready to be rolled out. I just got done mixing this up. I didn't refrigerate it or anything, okay? I'm going to just go from the side instead of straight. Don't dump flour straight down. You get big clumps. And it doesn't serve you well. Go from the side. And you'll get an even coating of flour. You don't want too much flour, but you don't want too little either. Okay. I'm going to put all this cookie dough out. Okay. Have a rolling pin. Put some flour on it. Coat it. This is fiberglass. Whack it down. Put a little bit on top. You don't want too much flour, but if you don't have enough, it's really going to stick. And some people use powdered sugar for this. I don't like powdered sugar on it because it makes a film and your icing doesn't always stick. It can come off. If you're going to ice these, you don't have to ice these at all. You can put decorative sprinkles on top. Leave them plain. Dip them in sugar, whatever you want. But for tomorrow's event at my daughter's school, she wants some ice, so I'm going to ice them with a cookie icing. Okay, so you can see those edges. We're going to push them back. When your edges look like that, come along with your hand, with this side of your hand. One's on top, one's on the bottom. Push it back in. That way you can, and you can feel the thickness of it as well. You'll get more cookies out of it because you don't want to re-roll too much. Make sure they're all, let me get that out of there. They're all the same. Okay, push that back. I'm filling it. I'm filling it with my thumb. See that it is the same. This one's a little bit too thick right there. I don't know how thick I normally cut these out. This is probably no more than 1/4 of an inch up. Okay. And then there's normally a tendency for the center to be thicker, so always check the center again. Center out. Okay. Let me see. That's good. Now I've got a heart-shaped cookie cutter. Dip it in your flour and start cutting. Those are cute. Try to get them as close together as you can. Okay. Perfect. And these are not like a big, thick, chewy cookie. These are a little bit crisper. That's why they hold the shape so well. Okay, and as I'm cutting that, I can feel that that one's a little bit thicker right there. Let me roll that out. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so keep cutting your cookies out. Again, you want to not re-roll as much as you can. So try to get them as close as you can. This is going to make a lot of cookies. Okay, and I will keep cutting here. Let me put some on a tray to show you. I have a silk pad on the bottom of here. You can use parchment paper. It works great. These are not going to spread. They will spread very little. But at the same time, you don't want to overcrowd your pan. So I'm going to put, let me see how many I can get on here. 2, 4, 6. I think I'll get 6 to 8 on here. Because you want airflow. You want airflow between your cookies. Okay. And if they, there we go. Just make sure, especially if you have something that's got a fluted design on the side, that you get all the little edges out, all the little pieces out. Now I'm going to put them in a 350-degree oven for about between 8 and 10 minutes. Okay. Here it goes. I'm mixing this dough back together that I had left over from the cutouts. I should be able to get, at least another dozen cookies out of here. So that's what I'm doing while these are baking off. I've already taken one tray out of the oven. I wanted to show them to you. They're lightly browned, very lightly brown. Okay, and they hold their shape. They didn't spread at all. They're perfect. And they taste delicious, absolutely delicious. I'll show them iced in a second. Okay, I've taken the cookies out of the oven. They're absolutely beautiful. They didn't spread at all. So I'm going to show you how I iced them, and I will put this icing recipe in the comments. Okay? Let me get some of this is an offset spatula. I want you to make 2 C's on here. Start at the top. I'm making a C, getting a little bit more icing. And I'm making another C, or like that. Go up and down, up and down. There you go. Until you ice a cookie. And then while it's still moist, because this icing is going to dry with a skin on it, so that you can stack them. Okay, look how beautiful. Some colored sugar crystals. Okay, let me taste one of these that I've already iced down here. I'll let you know how it is. I bet it's good. I forgot how good these cookies really are. Okay, happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy.